Hey viewers, watching the Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. In a significant move following the massive flight disruptions in December 2025, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation has imposed a penalty of Rs 22.20 crores on IndiGo and taken strict enforcement action against its senior management. The disruptions which occurred between December 3 and 5 saw the airline cancel 2,507 flights and delay 1,852 others, leaving over 3 lakh passengers stranded across airports in India and causing widespread public outrage. The DGCA's inquiry, conducted by a 4-member committee on the directions of the Ministry of Civil Aviation, found that the primary causes of the disruptions were over-optimization of operations, inadequate regulatory preparedness, weak software systems, and lapses in management oversight. While the airline failed to maintain sufficient operational buffers and did not effectively implement the revised flight duty time limitation norms. Crew rosters were designed to maximize utilization, relying heavily on deadheading, tail swaps, and extended duty periods, which reduced recovery margins and compromised operational resilience. Following the probe, the DGCA issued a caution to the IndiGo CEO for inadequate oversight and crisis management. The accountable manager or COO was warned for failing to properly assess the impact of the 2025 winter schedule and the revised FDTL provisions. The Senior Vice President of the Operations Control Center was directed to be relieved of operational responsibilities and not assigned any accountable position. Additional warnings were issued to the Deputy Head of Flight Operations, AVP of Crew Resource Planning, and the Director of Flight Operations for lapses in supervision, workforce planning, and roster management. The airline has been directed to take action against other personnel identified internally and submit a compliance report to the DGCA. The financial penalty imposed by the regulator includes a one-time fine of Rs 1.80 crore for 6 separate violations of the civil aviation requirements, including failure to comply with FDTL norms, improper operational control, and inadequate management oversight. Additionally, IndiGo was fined Rs 20.40 crore for continued non-compliance with revised FDTL provisions over 68 days, that is from December 5, 2025 to February 10, 2026, calculated at Rs 30 lakh per day. The total penalty thus amounts to Rs 22.20 crore. In order to ensure long-term improvements, the DGCA has also ordered IndiGo to pledge a Rs 50 crore bank guarantee under the newly instituted IndiGo Systematic Reform Assurance Scheme. The release of this guarantee will be phased and linked to reforms across 4 key areas, that is, leadership and governance, workforce planning and fatigue, risk management, digital systems and operational resilience, and board-level oversight and sustained compliance. Each phase will be independently verified by the DGCA before the funds are released, ensuring systematic correction. The DGCA acknowledged that IndiGo restored operations swiftly after the disruption. The airline has provided refunds, mandatory compensation, and a gesture of care voucher worth Rs 10,000 to passengers whose flights were cancelled or delayed by more than 3 hours during the affected period. IndiGo, in a statement, expressed regret for the disruptions and reaffirmed its commitment to addressing systematic issues, emphasizing that the airline would implement the necessary reforms in order to prevent such incidents in the near future. The regulator reiterated that safety and regulatory compliance remain paramount, and the enforcement actions aim to strengthen operational resilience, protect passenger interest, and safeguard the well-being of pilots, crew, and operational staff across India's civil aviation sector. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.